Hello friends, let us now learn some important points about autoimmune disorders. So the first autoimmune disorder in this chapter is SLE. SLE is systemic lupus erythematosus. Here the diagnosis of SLE, in this we deal with 4 out of 11 should be positive for considering it as SLE. So the criteria, if you see in the criteria, first we have malar rash, discoid rash, presence of photosensitivity. The one criteria, malar rash, discoid rash, photosensitivity. Then we have aphthous ulceration, aphthous ulcer formation. 5 arthritis. 6 we have serositis. 7 we have renal involvement, that is lupus nephritis. And we have 8 which is hematological, that is blood, that is pancytopenia or presence of LE cell. And 9 we have anti-nuclear antibodies. So all these are the 9 criteria of SLE which are important. What is this LE cell? LE cell is, it looks something like this. This is a cell, okay. In this cell, it is actually a neutrophil or monophagocytic cell. Monocyte, it is a neutrophil or monocyte, but it has engulfed the hematoxylin body. So there is generally a hematoxylin body which is present here, okay. This is a hematoxylin body. What is this hematoxylin body? Actually, in the cell, whenever there is a cell, sorry, I should have drawn it with pink, okay. In the cell we have the nucleus, okay. When the anti-nuclear antibodies will come, and they will, first and foremost, they will destroy the nucleus, right, with the help of this anti-nuclear antibodies. So this will form a clumping which is called as hematoxylin body. Now the normal neutrophil, or with multiple lobes, or it can be normal macrophages, so these will engulf this hematoxylin cell, and once they engulf this hematoxylin cell, and they will push this nucleus of this hematoxylin cell, and the nucleus is pushed outside to the periphery. So the nucleus is like this in the periphery, okay, like this, okay. This is the nucleus which is actually pushed to the periphery, and in the center there is this hematoxylin body. I am putting it with red actually. And in the center here you have the hematoxylin body, okay. This hematoxylin body is present in the nucleus, whereas inside the center, whereas nucleus is pushed out, okay. This is called as LE cell, okay. Then what about the immunological things? Okay, these are the 9 criteria I have told you. What about the 10th criteria? 10th criteria is immunological criteria. The most sensitive antibody responsible for SLE is anti-nuclear antibody. Most sensitive is anti-nuclear antibody. Then most specific is anti-Smith antibody. Anti-nuclear antibody is most sensitive. Anti-Smith antibody is most specific. If you were asked what is both most sensitive and also most specific, most sensitive and also most specific, which is anti-double stranded DNA antibody, okay. Then if you see, we have some more antibodies also which are associated with SLE, like we have neonatal lupus. This neonatal lupus is associated with anti-Rho antibody. Then we have APLA syndrome, which is associated with anti-APLA antibody, which is anti-phospholipid antibody is also seen. Then we have 11th and last criteria, which is neurological criteria, where there will be seizures and psychosis are seen, okay. So these are the different types of SLE and important immunological criteria. Then the second autoimmune disorder which is important here is Sjogren's syndrome. Okay, in the Sjogren syndrome, here this occurs due to the antibodies, that is anti-SSA antibody or anti-SSA antibody or Rho antibody. This is most sensitive, whereas this also occurs due to one more antibody, which is anti-SSB antibody, which is La antibody, which is actually most specific. And how are you going to, what is seen in Sjogren's disease? In Sjogren's disease, you will see dry eyes and you will also see dry mouth. And if you see the diagnosis is mainly done by the antibody test, and then you can do biopsy from the lips, that is lip biopsy can be done. Once if you do biopsy from the lips on microscopic examination, you will see presence of many lymphocytes, right. Next, the next autoimmune disease which is important is scleroderma. Okay, this scleroderma is the most sensitive anti-nuclear antibody is scleroderma. This is of two types. One, there is limited scleroderma and there is also diffuse scleroderma. This limited scleroderma is just present in the skin and this includes anti-centromere antibody, whereas the diffuse scleroderma, this involves anti-topoisomerase scleroderma. This is a topoisomerase antibody. This diffuse antibody involves all the organs of our body. Okay, this limited scleroderma is associated with a syndrome called as CREST syndrome. So what is this CREST syndrome? In CREST syndrome, we have C for calcinosis, Raynaud's phenomenon, then we have esophageal dysmotility, then we have S for sclerodactyly and T for telangiectasia. So these are important autoimmune disorders. Thank you for watching.